human, and my heart is big as stone. But I never had no problem, and my body's pretty strong.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Is he gonna be there?
Support it.
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is.
Oh, we're back. Thanks for staying with us.
Oh, yeah, he is, for sure.
It's late, but I'm reminded that I'm encouraging people to show up for the joint 13th and 14th CD AG Forum, 13th, 14th District. We should call Greg Pulaski, make sure he's going.
All right.
What's the other one?
We could call Richard Clement. I bet he knows the dilly.
Sure.
And, yeah, we need to support Dana Nessel because Pat Miles is a liar.
Yeah.
It's Pat Miles of Lies. That's the campaign slogan. Jamie
You can
made
lie
it up.
for miles.
Pat Miles of Lies.
And miles and miles. Oh, yeah. What do we got up next? Where's the...
Is it time?
Where's our producer?
Yeah, where did Stevie
Wait,
go?
aren't you a producer?
No. Mm-mm. I'm the assistant
You're the
to the technical director, actually. That's my official title.
I thought
Right.
Also know nothing about.
I thought he was like the timekeeper, and you were maybe the gatekeeper.
No, I just had to have the clock. That's it. I'm just watching it.
Assistant to the technical director.
You're really good at looking at time.
Sometimes. But other times I'm not.
Sometimes.
But,
Other
Sometimes it drifts.
but seriously,
Time
the
can move really slow sometimes.
Dana Nussel, the convention's coming up. Everybody's...
April 15th.
Did everybody get their
15.
cards
Our
in the
cards
mail?
came. Our batch apparently came to the top.
Yeah.
We all
Yeah.
got them.
Got 'em.
I'll say
It's
that
crazy. On the same day.
Dana Nessel has some of our Republican friends that have actually registered with the Michigan Democratic
Amazing.
Yes.
Party
Yes.
and will be attending the convention in
Some
April.
notorious Republicans that we're familiar with.
I'm sure they'll renounce their...
Have there been any Republicans running for Attorney General at this point who've come out with a even somewhat semi close to being almost reasonable stance on marijuana?
yeah, I mean, Tom Leonard isn't bad.
If in a nutshell, what is his stance?
He supports medical marijuana. He's not a fan of rec.
Does he support civil asset forfeiture?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't believe he probably does. The party has taken a much softer stance, especially with the leadership of Representative Lucido on the issue.
Yeah.
And it's just not popular anymore. So it's all in all, I think it could be good.
So they don't mention it during the election
Right.
anymore.
But that's
And
why
then they do
But that's why
what they do when they get in,
But that's
which
why
is to make
that's
a
why
police
having
state.
somebody like Bernie Sanders or Dana Nessel involved forces the issue, and then somebody like Pat Miles has to talk about gummy bear years.
A single ear.
You're out of your
Just
element,
one.
Patrick.
I'm wondering if we should have him on the show.
I mean,
I'm wondering would he come?
Steve tried to get him. It
He
didn't
sent
work
me
out.
an empty
I-
envelope the other day.
I actually do believe
Campaign
that
envelope. I opened it up. Empty.
no gummy bear ears,
No gummy bear ears. No message.
no remainder of the bear besides
It's-
the ears.
It really, that's him in a nutshell. The empty envelope candidate. Patrick Miles, the emptiest of empty envelopes. This is what Patrick Miles is going to do if you elect him as Attorney General or allow him to run. He's going to waste an opportunity.
This is kind of
He's going
sad
to be the
have this
emptiest
song.
envelope that there ever was. He's going to get his ass handed to him by the Republican.
Playing the Who in the background.
It's going to be sick.
It's of lies.
You got to get to the convention if you want Dana to be on the ticket. It's the only way. Patrick Miles is already like the idiotic presumptive
Are there
nominee.
any legitimate competitors to Schuette on the Republican side for governor? Does anybody know if anybody else is announced even running at this point?
Colbeck. But he's a lost cause. Cali.
Lieutenant governor. Or there's-
Oh, Callie's running?
I think he said he was, yeah.
Wow. And he's actually,
Push the part-time legislature.
but he's not been very helpful.
No, he is not.
Nobody's
he's-
even close.
No, if there's one person that I think I personally would attribute to autism not becoming a qualifying condition
It would
in
be
the
the
state of
lieutenant
Michigan.
governor who has a kid with autism.
Yes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it was he had the power to make the board do the right thing, and the board did do the right thing, and then the bureaucracy, the people running the bureaucracy, killed it.
So do you think that his son consumes cannabis to help his autism?
Not by the lieutenant governor's direction. I'll tell you that he does not. He had some pretty harsh words about the efficacy and data behind it. He's definitely not a supporter in that realm.
It's crazy to me that there are people who would actually like discount a treatment not based on science but based on reefer madness.
And ignorance.
Well,
And hurt
that's-
their own
You know, I'll tell you
children,
something.
children
There's a
something.
lot of dynamic. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Deborah. Go ahead.
You're fine. Go ahead.
Sure.
Yep.
Because I
Can't believe you would do
rarely
that.
give up the floor.
Cut her off.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Take it when you can, if you wanted to.
No, go.
I always thought there was a background political issue with Colley on that issue because he, one of his claim to fame was that he created a special law in Michigan that prevented insurance companies from depriving parents of autistic children that were anywhere on the spectrum, including Asperger's, from being denied coverage for treatments that were not traditional but called, what are they called? They're called
Evidence-based.
evidence-based, okay? So I think his big fear was all of a sudden autism parents would be able to make a claim with the insurance companies to reimburse them for their evidence-based use of cannabis, which would not work for them. That's what I really think one of the things was. Or they would rather you go through the insurance company where this fund was set up for, even though I think it minimized like some kind of it was not full on, and whatever amount you got was used up over a certain period of time. It was not like infinite amounts of resources that they would supplement your treatments, but they were like encouraging these other types of all right. So I think that was one of the aspects of it. But
Does evidence-based treatment generally include like Eastern